is Sunday, 14 April 2024. I'm Tanis, Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, and this health and wellness check-in covers this past week, Monday, 8 April 2024 to today, Sunday, 14 April 2024. Following problems, so it was my week summary. So this covers my health and wellness, social, mental, and physical for this past week. So the summary is, following problems with my phone that developed Wednesday morning, I rebounded mentally and physically to accommodate the added limits of my technology. Category 1, social. Fed the critters all of their meals this week and had interactions while walking/running, and there were a number of animals. There were robins, and there were rodents, and there were the diversity of rodents, and and I saw Cindy McCormick and stuff, but the notable was wildlife. Well, Cindy McCormick's always notable too, but the change was relative to what it has been was more wildlife. Okay, other outings with social interactions included Richmond Beach Library, Public Library Tuesday, and Quality Food Centers and Grocery Store on Thursday. Category 2, mental health. Rebounded from changes to the limits of my technology. Yes. And it was kind of weird because it was like I had been having more difficulties plugging it in for charging. And I was like, okay. And the screen had been having difficulties. And then I took it for a walk run and it cut out music-wise about where it did. Then the end of the headphone jack, the plug-in was dangling. And I was like, but this is kind of how it has been. And then it just would not charge. Headphones still do not work. But I found the charging has finally worked again, but it just went puts after that. But it was having problems before that, and I was just like, nothing's changing, so I don't know why it's having problems with the physical phone itself. Maybe somebody injured it when I was asleep. I don't know. Was it a lemur? Was it a lemur king? First the car, now the phone. He's like, get over here. Okay. Alright, so I rebounded. So, writing and photography on Yelp, I reached 243 check-ins for the 2024 year per my tracking. Writing for Lucky Wallaby Courier, eating/food, wildlife, athletic performance contextualizations, yes, the world of the universe that has been waiting a million years for the long-haired wiener dog to have his first individualized athletic performance contextualization on this channel, Tanis Leonhardi. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I officially, Caleb Dressel, the man I dubbed multiple years ago, long-haired wiener dog, because he's full German, and I'm part German, and we had wiener dogs in the family when I was growing up, both us, and as in me and my parents, and my sister and my parents, and then above, the generation above also had wiener dogs. So, I called him long-hair wiener dog because he's like a wiener dog with long hair. So he's a long-hair, and he wore a hat one time that looked like it had a long-hair wiener dog on it, and I was like, that can't be a long-hair wiener dog. I'm gonna nickname him long-hair wiener dog. So that's what I call Caleb Dressel, is long-hair wiener dog. So he finally has a individualized athletic performance contextualization. I covered other people as well, including a non-long-haired wiener dog named Adam Peaty and Benjamin Proud. They're more like naked meerkats. Okay. Like naked mole rat, naked meerkats. Okay. Work/moving/my who am I wedding scenarios planning. Yeah. Okay. Navigating my student loans. Engagement notes for the videos I currently have for 5 hypothetical scenarios on this channel. So I have a video for $78,000 per year annual income for me, $46,000 per year annual income for me, $39,000 per year annual income for me, $26,000 per year annual income for me, and then $19,500 per year annual income for me. And so for each of those, I'll do the peak and trough of one and the peak of the other. So if we're looking at total number of likes divided by total number of views multiplied by 100, so likes as a percentage of views, so if we think if each view was an individual, like a different person, then like how many of those people actually liked the video. The highest like rate that I saw was for my $26,000 a year scenario, and that was at its highest that I saw 3 likes with 5 views. Yes, I was like, well, the world has spoken. They want me to make $26,000 a year to pay off my student loans. The video with the lowest likes divided by number of views multiplied by 100. So like you can think of it as like percent, right? Likes per view. The lowest was actually $78,000 per year, which is actually kind of intriguing. It has the most views, but it comes out to like 1 like per 100 views, which is the lowest of any of the 5 scenarios. 78,000. So the corresponding peak of that is there's a lot of views, but I have sometimes those videos that get a bunch of views and don't get a bunch of likes get copycatted because people are like, I really want this thing, but I don't want you, the person who made this video, to have it, so I'm not going to like it. You know, so I'm like, well, so then, okay. So that's the likes engagement note. The other engagement note, dislikes. Only 1 of the 5 scenarios got a dislike, and it was 1 dislike. And that was the $46,000 per year one. So per the what appears to be a very common business model for food YouTubers that do fast food that highlight 1-star reviews. Essentially, it's called a flip-flop business model where they take something that's horrible and they say they can make it look better than anything else, more appealing than anybody else. Right, so they take that 1 star and they're like, I'm gonna make it look like it's 100 stars. So it's a flip-flop, right? It's kind of like flipping a house. They take something that somebody else has dubbed ugly and then they try and make it look beautiful, kind of thing. So if we wanted to take that for dislikes, right, the highest dislike rate then is the most enticing per that model of flipping things, which is extremely common on this platform, YouTube, at least in food and fast food, right? That's kind of, yeah. Or the people will focus just on fast food for that reason, right? To make that thing they stereotype as a low quality product by highlighting 1-star reviews, right? They try and make look better, right? So it would be taking the most disliked thing, right? The thing with the lowest image, so to speak, and making it the nicest. So in that case, I have only 1 option, and that is the $46,000 per year option for that one. So there we go. Only 1 falls into that category. So, okay. So that's that's a YouTube specific, if you were interested in. And I'll put this in my Navigating My Student Loans since I provide a little bit of feedback as to how those videos were received by the community. Round of applause for $26,000 a year for me paying off my student loans. Not necessarily what I would have expected, but there you go. Okay, I also did book/reading notes, moving notes, and running training were things that I covered. YouTube theme day of the week videos continued. At least 1 sweet and or savory eats video each day, filmed and published same day. I did work/moving/my who in my wedding scenarios planning. I did curation, including kind of new category of playlists of my coverage of sporting stuff by the kind of competition it is, and I at this point in time definitely not going to have that for everything because I don't even know what all of the types of competitions I have or performances I have covered, right? Some of them are just like standalone performances, so not everything is necessarily at that level, even if it's just my understanding, in terms of categorizing it broadly. So I've done things like the Olympic Games, European Championships level, or European Continental level kind of thing, national level, school level. The other obvious one for what I've covered would be like World Championships, but then World Championships are different than like a swimming World Cup, or the World Cup format. So there's a little bit of on pause there, and I have a bunch of stuff that's not in any of that, but I have broached that in trying to categorize it. So if somebody's looking, where's all of her NCAA stuff? Well, what sport of NCAA? Right? I've been to multiple competitions in person. Right, so it's not just swimming. If you're looking for swimming, and I have swimming, and I have swimming videos. I have a diving video. I have indoor track and field videos. So yes, yeah. So being like, since I do more than just like one sport or one discipline, like let's say aquatic sports is a discipline, since I do different disciplines, right, I'm thinking of like the structuring of it is a bit different than like all swimming stuff or all whatever stuff. I'm like, highlight a strength of this channel, which is that I do have European level stuff for diving and swimming and football, you know, that kind of stuff. So showcasing that in its own way. And then, let's see, Heritage Travel Trip Series. Yes, possibility of a sooner return with the annual incomes I covered in regards to paying off student loans this past week. So they might be coming quicker if I do get the $26,000 per year scenario or the $19,500 per year scenario. I'm not saying that's the only way that could happen, just it was something I highlighted in those videos. This is a week summary. I did book/reading notes video, YouTube ideation, and then movie notes videos. Reading, I started and finished Courage to Soar by Simone Biles with Michelle Burford, a 2016 Zondervan edition hardcover, which was 250 pages total. And I started I Am Number 8 by John W. Gray III, a 2017 initial publishing, and I'm reading the March 2018 Hatchet Book Group Edition paperback. Introductory sections end to page 134. So is what I've read thus far. Finances, I made $30 cleaning my parents' part of the house. Sweet and or savory eats videos. I did it. I got an average of 1 product per video, and each video had 1 product, and there were 10 videos, so 10 products. Taxes, turns out my dad already did, and yeah, so they're done. Physical, diet/food and exercise. So maintain consistency in food, no large variations. Workouts were 100% without music, starting with my Wednesday afternoon session. So that has been an adjustment. That's running, strength training, rowing, cleaning house / yard work, and stationary bicycle without music. I've done at least one of those 100% without, which has been an adjustment. Time has been passing differently. Mentally I've rebounded. Okay, running made my workouts 3 out of 3 days. Rowing made my workouts 6 out of 6 days. Strength training made my workouts 6 out of 6 days. Cleaning house / yard work made all my workouts 2 days. Stationary bicycle made my workouts 3 out of 3 days. And that's kind of it. So in conclusion, it was a good week. Technology really did come in on Wednesday and just kind of went meow. So yeah, you can kind of see it with the mental health category of I did read over 380 pages. So there was an adjustment into what I was doing, and kind of how I've been physically operating on a daily basis has significantly changed, even if just where my technology is and where I am and that kind of stuff. So yeah, and the long-haired wiener dog made it, you guys.